So hello friends, welcome to my new video. So today in this video I am going to discuss with you all about the topic that is corneal scar. Let's start. So before starting the discussion I would like to ask a quick question, that is, what is a scar? Actually, scar means a mark. So corneal scar means a mark on the cornea which ultimately leads to decrease of the transparency of the cornea. So why a scar is created in cornea? So a scar is created after healing of corneal ulcer or corneal wound, which ultimately leads to decrease in the corneal transparency. So what are the types of corneal scar? So there are four types of corneal scars are there. They are first nebular scar, then macular scar, then leukomatous corneal scar, and lastly adherent leucoma. So let's start with nebular scar. So as you can see in the picture that a nebular scar is a very faint corneal scar. So nebular scar is limited to Bowman membrane. It sometimes go to the superficial layer of the stroma, but maximum cases it is limited to Bowman membrane. So it's a very faint corneal scar which ultimately leads to we can say no visual disturbance by this scar, that is nebular scar. Now let's go to macular scar. So in macular scar, the scar leads to half of the corneal stromal depth, that is macular scar. So in macular scar it leads to irregularity of the corneal surface, which ultimately leads to irregular astigmatism. So it is macular scar. As you can see in the picture, it will help you in diagnosis also. Now let's move to leucoma. Leucoma, this scar is limited to, or this scar leads to more than half of the stromal depth, that is leukomatous corneal scar. And leucoma is a very dense corneal scar, so it leads to some special treatment also that I will discuss later on. Now let's move to adherent leucoma. So adherent leucoma, in adherent leucoma we can see the corneal perforation, so that the inner content of the anterior chamber, that is aqueous humor, comes out. As a result, there is a tendency of the iris to come forward and it sometimes get stuck with the corneal back surface, that is adherent leucoma. So if we discuss about the treatment, then let's move to nebula. Now nebular corneal scar don't need any treatment as it's very faint and do not hamper vision. But if someone wants to have a treatment, then there is a procedure known as PTK, that is phototherapeutic keratectomy. So it's a treatment where the superficial layer of the cornea is removed, so that after some time that layer again regenerate. So it can be a treatment option. Now if we move to macula, macular corneal scar, then as the macular corneal scar leads to irregular astigmatism, so most of the cases scleral contact lenses are used. So it is seen that in macular corneal scar it leads to um, plus 10 diopter or minus 10, that is 10 diopter of cylinder power is required sometime. So their scleral contact lens are best for that purpose also. But if macular scar is affecting the vision, it's very dense and cloud, it become little cloudy also, then there is penetrating keratoplasty can be done in case of macular corneal scar. Now if we move to leucoma, then Glaucoma, it is cannot be treated with contact lenses because it's a very dense corneal scar. So here penetrating keratoplasty is very needed. And in case of adherent glaucoma, which is where a perforation can be seen, so here corneal transplantation is the option of treatment, and as well as there is YAG laser iridectomy is done to make the aqueous flow towards that direction after corneal transplantation, and it is also advised to the patient to take steroids drug, and also AGM, that is anti-glaucoma medication, also prescribed to that patient, that he can continue this drug for a very prolonged period of time. So this is a treatment option for adherent glaucoma. So that's all, friends. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.